Hello, it's Lolly. I am back with a project today, and I'm a guest designer for Aunty Vera Scrap and Craft for the month of February. And I decided to make some cards because the cut-aparts in this set are just too cute. So these are 3 by 4. So I wanted to make some of these in some slip pockets on the cover. So I went in my Silhouette Design Studio and I designed this to go on a card. And I thought I could put 3 of these cards in the slots. So this is 4 by 5. So I went through the papers and I chose this paper here that has the Vikings on it. And I thought it would kind of go well with this. So I cut a piece a little larger than that. And I think it's by ½ an inch. Yeah, 4.5 by 5.5. And then I rounded the corners on it, and then I cut some cardstock slightly bigger than that so that there would be a little bit of a border around it. And I've already scored this, so this is 10 inches, so this makes this 5, and that's 4.5 wide, and that's 4 inches wide. But I think what I want to do is sew this in place all the way around, even the top, and just leave the slots open here. Okay, I've stitched that on, and you can see the stitch lines right there. Okay, now I'm going to adhere this to that. I don't think I'm going to prep anything here, but I've noticed that I can use some good tape runner around it, and I will use some of the Fabri-Tac right around the thread just to make sure that that really sticks. There's the Fabri-Tac. And I want to use this for the first time, Home and Hobby Easy Runner Grand. And this comes, if you can see this, it's not a solid strip. And the reason it's cut up like that is that you can go around corners if you need to. So I got this at conventions from Adhesives Technology or Ad Tech Company. And we're going to give this a go because I haven't had a chance to play with it yet. And I'm just really giving it a good whack. I don't need to use all of that. Like I could skip in order to save adhesive, if you know what I mean. You don't have to give it a full coverage like that. Now, because I didn't aim well and I'm new to this machine, I need to make sure that any adhesive sticking out is tucked in here. Okay, so that's that. I'll put this aside. So I have this cardstock, and I was thinking of putting a little border down here. And so I cut some up, and I am thinking about these Lawn Fawn dies that came in the set and practice with this one, which cuts a little heart strip through the paper. So I will do that. Okay, here it is, and yes, I love it. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I really think that's going to be really precious. So I'll put that there, and I'm thinking of maybe like a ribbon across here. Let me get this glued down first. Okay. I'm using the art glitter glue this time, Dries Clear. I used to use this years ago because I used to be a distributor for the Art Institute art glitter. You see, I got a little bit much on there because this is the first time me opening this particular bottle. It does have a nice tip on it. I really love this. I've had it for years and I've kind of hoarded it, but I think I'm going to go and then I'm wondering, now that I have that base of white or off-white paper, could I go ahead and do this organza across there? I could. Thinking. Let's go for it. Okay, I guess the question is getting this down. If I've used the if I use the Fabri-Tac, it would probably show somewhat through there. Let's see. I'm going to try and do 2 strips across here and see where that gets me. It's an adventure. That way, if I don't do a zigzag pattern, if I do the 2 strips, it will look more even and more thought out, I guess. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. So even if the glue shows, it'll look like a border on the ribbon. So let me get that dry. And I still want to put something right in the middle. So the Fabri-Tac is coming through the organza. That's okay. I'm just kind of rubbing off the excess as it's coming through. So let me see if I can get these punched out. And I forget what colors I used last time, but I was using some of the Copics EO4. That sounds good. Let's see if that's, I think that's what I used. That's the one I used before. Well, you know what? I'm not sure about that. Because I'm kind of losing it here in the... Of course, I could pop that up. I could pop it up, but maybe I should put something behind it as well. Okay, I'm thinking about this. Now, this doesn't have much of a glue area, but I'm wondering if I could glue it around here like that. Reminds me of a large soda cap now. Okay, I'm going to put a pop dot on that. Let's put one right in the center. It's a pretty thick one too. This is really going to pop. There you go. You can see from the side how much that stuck up. Okay, now I need to, first of all, make some room. And secondly, I need to figure out which ones of these I'm going to put in there. I don't think this one really kind of goes with my color scheme, but I think the ones with the darker background, let me go for this this guy right here. I lava you. I could just go straight across and take those 3 right there. I'm going to run them through my machine. Okay, now let's grab the closer one that I have here to cut these. I think I also want to round the corners, and I've been using this one because it has this 1/4 inch round, so it makes a tighter, tinier rounded corner. Let's see what's on the back. Very cute. And I'm thinking like this. Put the white one in the middle. You notice in this pattern that I made, I put little circles on the sides of the slots so they wouldn't tear as you're putting cards in and out of there. So there you go. Now, another thing I'm thinking about is should I put eyelets in the top? His head is in the way. Or maybe, think. Something that, you know, a little pull tab or something. Maybe just even just little ribbons. Aha! Going to do that. So let's make one with this. Okay. Yep. Let's Just making sure that goes in there well. Him. I'm kind of angling these left, right. There. There we go. Oops, back in there. So that's the card. And you see the back is still plain, but very colorful, and I love how these can come in and out like that. So you really got 3 sentiments in the one card, and obviously you could stamp the inside too, or we could do that on the inside as well, but I think I'll save this for another card.